Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I'm just going to do a little bit of a different thing. I'm going to go through and see how much health I can get. So I'm going to do a custom one starting with all of the things which increase your max health, and obviously it's going to be apple a day and obviously wool chicken, time to grind, leaf, and basically just see how much max HP I can get at the end of it. And of course we're obviously going to have a cake because who doesn't love cake? And I'm going to change my starting orbs. I'm going to leave a dag orb just so I got a little bit of damage, but then I'm also going to have 3 wrist orbs as well. And I'm going to do it on Crucible 15 because it's the hardest level, so why not? And sand arrows, I'm going to take it just so I don't end up dying all of the time. So obviously at the start I'm not going to have very good damage. So right now my goal is to get all of the gold so I can upgrade my restorbs so they can end up actually giving me max HP, because at the moment I'm not really going to gain any max HP, and I should have really not fired the restorbs at the start, but you know, it's a custom one. This is for fun. It's not like I'm going to be hardcore in it trying to make sure I'm playing as efficient as possible. It's just getting as much gold so I can upgrade. And if you've got any kind of custom run ideas you would want to see, drop them down in the comments. Could get round to doing them. Obviously I'm still going to go back to trying to get to Crucible 15 on Narangel and Bolladin, but you know, just gotta chuck in some of the fun things as well. And I'm glad I went to the question mark instead of a chest and ball line, and why not? It helps us get the gold. So we're obviously going to want to take as many fights as possible and get as much gold as I can. See, that was a bit of a misplay. I just skipped forward to a Restorb and with ball line and hopefully get enough gold so I can upgrade and actually start upgrading my HP. I mean, I've got quite a lot already, so I don't know. I'm hoping I could end up on like 500-600 HP, maybe a bit more, depending on how many enemies are spawned. But yeah, I thought I would take a little bit of a break from doing the Crucible grinds and just do something a little bit fun, really. And I was hoping to hit a refresh here, and thankfully I did. But I mean, obviously just trying to get as much gold as I can at the moment. And I mean, with other Storbs, it's not like I'm going to be taking any damage. I really should have just skipped that one so I don't take damage, but the blind is going to be helpful as well. But yeah, I'm a little bit shocked at the moment. It's like really nice weather at the moment for the UK. It's not too warm, but it's sunny, so I find like when it's nice and sunny it gives you a nice warmer feeling. So I don't know, it's just a weird thing, and I'm actually quite glad I got this elite here and being able to upgrade my health now with a Restorb. So I'm already on 200 HP, so that's such a high amount of HP already, and just gonna gun for the refresh here. Hopefully lightning can hit it, and that was a lucky bounce. And I was hoping the crit was going to be on a power slide so I could have used a dag orb, but I'm hoping to bounce into a refresh. No, but come on blind, be helpful, and just gonna fire it into a crit there. Bit of a crit fresh, but really need to hit this refresh because I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage here. But I got a Restorb, so I mean I'm still well over starting HP, so it's not like it's too much of a bad thing. And what a horrible bounce, and hopefully this is gonna be able to hit a refresh. No, but I'm got most of my gold, so I can double upgrade if need be. And will Terrible get the kill, or do I need to have another shot? Come on, hit the... Ugh, god damn it. I mean, this is a bit of a long fight, but that was a bit of a terrible shot, and I should be fine now. Dag Orb should get the kill here if I shoot it correctly. And yeah, so we'll see what kind of relic we get. We're obviously gonna upgrade my Restorbs as quickly as possible. Do I take Crit Flourish or Duplication Station? I'm trying to figure out which one's going to be better, but I'm just going to take the Duplication Station. It's going to be a fun one, so a bit more fun. And oh yeah, I will duplicate a level 3 restore. Boy, thank you very much. So there's more max HP, and do I go and get those 3 chests? I mean, this is going to be more of a fun one, so do I just go for random things and not exactly care about where I go? And oh yeah, we've got this hard fight where you need to hit the bombs, and the bombs are so hard to get, but I mean, I feel like I should be fine with all my max HP. I mean, I've almost, well, in fact, I do have more health than all of these enemies, so I'm stronger than all of them, hopefully, and hoping I can get the damage. But I mean, if not, we can understand it's more of a fun one, trying to see how much HP I can get. And look at Terrible getting a double kill there, well, a kill with one of the bombs. So yeah, maybe I could do with something which helps me get more gold so I can upgrade my restores faster and end up earning more HP that way. But I feel like 222 HP at the moment isn't too bad. I mean, working out roughly, I should end on like 500 and something HP, depending on how many fights I go to. So almost as much HP as some of the mini bosses. So I was just wondering if any of you guys enjoy Peglin, and if you do custom runs yourself, and what type of custom runs you do. I mean, I'm always willing to try out different things. I might go for another custom run which is like taking only upgrade orbs and things to do with upgrading the board, so like see how much damage I can get with all of the upgrades. So yeah, right now I just want to wipe out the pea shooter so I'm not taking any damage. I mean, I've got the health to be able to take it, but obviously wanting to get through to my level 3 restored so I can upgrade my HP, so getting all this extra little bit of damage isn't too bad. And I was hoping to get some more gold there, but we've got the bombs and that should be enough. Nope, which is good because I'm now able to use this restore, and I've got most of the gold on this map, and obviously I've got all of my restores up to level 3 now, so that's good. Max HP should come in quite quickly now. And talking about upgrading the board, I got the goggles, so maybe I'm going to do that one next. And because it's fun, I'm going to take House of Slime, make my orbs extra bouncy when they hit the walls and that, and extra crit. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I'm still going to go through and try get the Crucible 15 on Wrangle and Bulletin, but I think by the time I'm able to do that, it should be the new update released, which is going to add in a floor 4 and more Crucibles, depending on how quickly they're able to get it. And look how bouncy that restore is, and I'm just trying to get as much gold here, so I'm going to use the lightning, hopefully get all of the gold. And I hate this fight if you don't have any AoE. It's such a hard map to actually get decent damage on, and if you get the bombs beforehand, it's just such a bad thing to do. Like, I always try and wait for all of the enemies to spawn before I hit the bombs, but I'm just going to refresh fish there. And I forgot about having the goggles, being able to upgrade the board, so that's going to help with the damage. And obviously just trying to get as much gold as possible, and then hopefully we can get some more orbs which do higher damage, because obviously being Crucible 15, I'm going to try and win the run, so I'm going to have to take orbs which are dealing higher damage, and I'm going to upgrade Dag Orb. I mean, we've got 2 crits on board, so why not? And it's always important to make sure you're getting as much power as you can, and obviously with all this max HP I'm gaining, just going to try and get as much gold as I can. And this is the time I don't actually want to hit the bombs. I mean, Ball Lightning, should have been aiming at a plant, but I'm hoping, yes, that's brilliant. I can get some more gold and I can fire my restores off. I don't want to hit any of the bombs, so just going to take it into getting my max HP up. And now I'm going to try get gold and some of the bombs, because, you know, I don't want to take any extra damage. And that's brilliant. I got most of the gold, been able to use all of my restores, and just going to upgrade Dag Orb again, so I've got good damage against the slime. And right now I don't mind fighting the slime because I've got decent HP. I mean, I'm at 304 max HP now, so I've got a decent amount of HP, and the fact I've got no AoE against a mole, it wouldn't have been too hard. I mean, I find a mole be easier for fights, but kind of need to get some AoE for castle as well, so hopefully I can find an AoE orb at the end of this fight, and I might be lucky enough to get one, but if not, I've got enough HP to deal with it, and hopefully I can defeat this mole. I mean, being able to upgrade the pegs as well as my damage when I'm refreshing is handy, and just going to tank the crit here. Probably would have been better firing the terrible there, but hopefully hit one of the bombs, which I don't. I mean, my damage is really terrible at the moment. I feel like I could have ended up getting more max HP if I just gave myself a load of restores, but I thought do it something which is kind of relatable and not have too many restores at the start of a run, because you know you only start off with 4 when you start a normal run, so I didn't want to make it too overpowered. But just going for max HP, my damage is really sucking. Obviously I got my Dag Orb leveled up to level 3, but it's not good damage, but managed to win the fight. And do I take Jackal Lantern to deal with the guys with a shield? And I'm going to upgrade that all the way so it does more damage. And oh, do I take Matroshka Shell here? It could be a fun one, but I'm just going to skip. I mean, I've got all of those max HP relics, so I thought it'd be a bit unfair if I take a boss relic to start off with. And thankfully we're fighting a ballista. I mean, I don't think I've got the damage for a wall at the moment, so taking a ballista on is good because I've got the HP to deal with it, but obviously not being able to deal with these guys with a shield is going to be a pain in the ass. But I've got lightning and Jackal Lantern, so I'm going to target the healer. I was hoping to hit a crit there, which didn't happen. But yeah, I'm hoping I can finish castle with around 450 HP, maybe 500 HP. It depends if I'm able to actually make it through castle. And Jackal Lantern going absolutely crazy. This is why I've took it. I've dealt with a healer, and now obviously just going to refresh the board, getting my restores off. So I just really need to get some AoE and some better damage. I've got the health to deal with it, and Dag Orb just going to hit the, well, try to hit the crit there, which I didn't. That was a bit of a bad shot, so just going to use Jackal Lantern to take out the Archer, so I'm not taking any extra chip damage. But I really do enjoy taking Jackal Lantern for some reason. It's such a fun orb, and I was hoping to hit a refresher. Unfortunately I didn't, but we've got Ball Lightning, should be able to hit the bomb on refresh, and the bomb isn't going to be enough to take out the front guy. But now I've got Dag Orb, so just going to hit a crit, hopefully bounce into that last bit of gold, which I couldn't. But I mean, hopefully get some. No, I need AoE. I might just upgrade Ball Lightning, but I'm going to skip it, and I might go for these question marks and a chest, but I really need to get extra fights. And no, I'm not going to tank the gold orb. I mean, it would have been handy, and decoy orb is going to help a bit. And we'll go to his chest and see, well, try to go to his chest, but we don't go there. So off to a question mark, and then we've got 2 fights, and I guess we can tank the forge. I mean, I don't think we're going to be adding many more orbs unless we get an AoE orb, and this is good. These guys don't have any shields, so shouldn't be too hard of a fight. So do you think it's fair I was able to take relics I was offered, or do you think it would have been better if I just done it where I have the starting relics of all the max HP and not take any other relics? I mean, that would have been a little bit harder of one to do, so maybe I can do that one after and show you the difference, because if you're not getting any extra power, you just have to make sure you're taking good orbs. So yeah, if you've got any kind of custom runs you would like to see on higher crucibles, or even just say like do this custom run where you can only take terribles and use terribles on crucible 7 or whatever, I mean, I'm always open to suggestions, always trying to make engaging and fun content, and I'm always trying to build a better community, and I will always interact with you guys. So if you leave a comment, I will always try and reply to it. I mean, there'll be days where I'm busy, so I won't be able to reply straight away, but I will always get back to replying to you guys when I have the time to. I mean, I feel like it's important to build connection with people who view your videos, so then they feel part of a community as well. And I'm always willing to talk to you guys. If you want to ask me anything, feel free to. I mean, it's part of what I'm like. I'm always willing to help people out if they've got questions or if they have ideas which I think would work in a custom run, or if you've got any games you want to see. I mean, always willing to try and make better and funner videos for you guys. So this fight is probably one of the best fights for me. It's got a load of enemies which are spawning in, so all that extra max HP I can gain is going to be so great. And unfortunately Jacob Lantern didn't get the kill there, so I'm going to hit the bomb to wipe out that front healer, and it's going to take a bit of a battle in here to deal with these guys, but just think of all that extra juicy HP I'm gaining. And unfortunately it's a shielded guy, so I really need to get some AoE, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got enough HP to deal with it, and I'm just going to aim for the other healer, which I didn't wipe out, so that's unfortunate. So Jacob Lantern's going to have to pick up the slack here. I could really do with another refresh on board, because if I get refresh stuck, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I feel like I've got enough HP. I have got another idea for a custom run, which is going to be like a refresh build. So take all of the relics and orbs which are to do with refreshing, see if I can get a custom run done by just refreshing the board and getting damaged by refreshing. So if that sounds like a video you guys would like, just comment refresh, so I know that you want to see a refresh build. But yeah, at the moment, not having AoE and quite low damage, these fights are taking a while to go through, but I mean, it's a fun run. I mean, hopefully I can end up with a lot of health, and obviously just going to use Jacob Lantern here so I can actually kill the dude and not hit it into a shield. Well, I'm hoping I can kill him, and with a bomb it wasn't enough, and just going to use Terrible to get a refresh here, and then use Ball Lightning because Dagob's just going to go into a crit, and nice easy victory there. I mean, I'm at 164 HP, so obviously we're just going to head into this elite and hoping it's a good elite for us, which it's this guy. I feel like we should have a damage here. Obviously just going to try and use as many of the restores as I can to build up my max HP and heal up a little bit, but I'm going to fire a stone over a Dagorb, not a Dagorb, Terrible, because the stone's a bit better on the Terrible, and it's not bad damage. I mean, he's not hit me for too much damage at the moment, and I feel like I should be fine with Ball Lightning and Jacob Lantern. Should be able to get the damage, and thankfully I was able to hit into the refresh there, so now I want to hit the crit, and oh god, it's bounced in such a horrible position, so gonna have to go for another. Oh wow, we hit the crit and refresh, so hopefully we should be able to kill him quite soon. I mean, he has got a lot of health, but so do I, so it's just gonna see who can get the damage up quicker. And yeah, I'm currently sat here editing this video with my morning coffee. I mean, I do love a coffee in the morning. Coffee is just great. I absolutely love coffee. It's something what gets me through the day. It's life's little enjoyments of a cup of coffee in the morning. It's so enjoyable. I mean, you've got to be able to enjoy the little things, so even if it's just a coffee or a tea, every little enjoyment is so important, so you just got to treat yourself every now and then, haven't you? God, this fight has taken longer than I thought it was going to. I really don't have a damage, but being able to upgrade the pegs every time I refresh is going to help a lot, and I'm so glad I'm not fighting the wall, because the wall would destroy me. I mean, I haven't got the damage. If I'm struggling to kill this guy, imagine how bad it'd be against the wall, but we've managed to do it, and oh god, I'm going to take choke mod there, a bit of extra damage, and then we're going to head into a shop, hopefully find an AoE orb or something decent, which can help us with this run. And well done, Stank, or not, and we're going to remove a pebble. I mean, I should have removed the terrible, but removing the pebble, because it's a fun run, so why not keep a terrible and into 2 chests, and ooh, grabby gloves. There's a bit of extra power we needed, and hopefully something good in this chest. Refreshing punch, we'll take that, and then hopefully find an AoE orb in this shop, which we don't have, so I'm gonna take Bold Orb, which I completely forgot Bold Orb's an AoE orb, and I just love the way it looks now. It looks like the Pokemon Graveler, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like got the same body type as him. And if you just look at Graveler, the Pokemon, and take his arms away, that is Bold Orb. Don't tell me I'm just the only one who sees it. And this is another really good elite for me. It's got all these enemies spawning in, and it's just going to help me gain more max HP. And they can heal, I can heal. A lot more better damage now, and obviously none of these guys have shield except from one before the elite, but able to wipe them out with Bold Orb and Jack-o'-lantern and Ball Lightning. I mean, look at how much Jack-o'-lantern is doing here. Such good. And the fact that my bombs are applying Spinfection, wiping out that other healer guy. It's altogether a decent build so far. I've got really good health, obviously, because that's a build I'm going for. So if I didn't have good health and I was doing a health build, I would be a little bit worried. And Ball Lightning, I really should have targeted a shielded guy there, but you know, mistakes are made, and hoping to get a AoE orb and Bold Orb. So Bold Orb for the victory. Come on, get enough damage. No, but I do love the way Bold Orb looks now, and Jack-o'-lantern should get the damage here. So it's been a decent elite fight, not too hard. I mean, I'm hoping to get some more refreshers, because that refresh is in such a horrible position. Really thought I was going to get the damage with Jack-o'-lantern there, but there we go, nice easy kill. And I'm going to upgrade Bold Orb so he does more damage. And Light Shaft, do I take Light Shaft or Overwhammer? Yeah, we'll take Overwhammer, so the Storbs and Dagorb can pierce through enemies if we get excess damage. And I feel like this isn't going to be too hard of a fight. I mean, I could grind my max HP by letting all the enemies spawn, but that just feels like cheating and cheesy strats. So I'm just going to play it as normal, trying to kill the ballista as quickly as possible. So the fact I'm applying Spinfection and Blind to him is going to be really helpful. Hopefully he misses some of the shots, but if not, I'm pretty sure we've got the damage with Jack-o'-lantern and Bold Orb, but really need to sort out my refresh situation. So if you go back to my tips video on how to beat higher crucibles, one of the main things is getting a refresh situation sorted out and your healing sorted out, which I've got my healing sorted out, and also about making sure you've got your damage sorted out. And obviously I need to improve my damage, but I've got grubby gloves, so that's good. And another one of them was piercing, so piercing and AoE, I've got that in Bold Orb and Overwhammer. But I really need to sort out my refresh situation. It could be taking a refresh circle or another relic which gives me more refreshes, but it's a custom one. It's not meant to be too much hardcore Peglin. It's about fun, so any fun orbs or relics I see, I'm gonna take them, and I wipe out that guy. So I think I'm gonna take no boss relics, because obviously starting with all of the HP relics, and we're fighting the dragon, so that shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to apply enough blind to him where he doesn't damage me, and I'm quite a big fan of these new fights in this section, because they're quite tricky if you haven't got AoE or high damage, which I feel like I should be fine. I've got AoE, I just need to sort out my refresh situation. But I mean, I've got to give credit due where credit is due. The developers of this game are really up to date with constantly updating it and adding in new battles and new orbs. It's brilliant to see that they care so much about the product they've released, that they're constantly updating it and adding in new things. It's so refreshing to see, because you get some game developers who release one game and it's like, yeah, we're not going to update, we just release it as a DLC. So I was hoping to be at around 500 HP before I entered the caves, which I'm not, so I'm hoping I could get up to around 500, 550 HP now. I mean, if I'm just going to go for all of the fights to try and increase my HP, and I'm just going to skip here. I mean, I want to save my gold in case I get some Bella relics or orbs offered to me. God, the mirror fight. So I'm just going to try and clear the area here so I can fire down a hole. But it's all of my restorbs are at the bottom, so I'm hoping I can get through to using them. But Jack-o'-lantern's just going to get a kill here, ain't it? I mean, Jack-o'-lantern coming in clutch. Well, not so clutch, because I needed to upgrade. And oh wow, do I cheese it just by fire? Yeah, I'm gonna cheese it by firing my restorbs to the side and not killing the mirror. I mean, I'm trying to get as much HP as possible, so fire all the restorbs away, and now I'm gonna go for a kill. I mean, it's a little bit cheesy to do it like that, but it's a mirror, it's not going to attack me, so I just wanted to get all of my restorbs done, and ooh, I would have taken Bomb Orb there just for another fun run, but it's not that kind of build, so we're going into another fight, and I just want to get as many of my restorbs off as possible, but I also want to kill these guys as quickly as possible, so it's a bit of like, do I fire this orb or not? But I'm pretty sure I've got enough HP to deal with them. I mean, 475 HP at the moment, not bad. That's another custom run I could do. I could do like a bomb run where I just take bomb orbs and bomb relics, or start off with all the bomb relics and see how far it will take me. Obviously, maybe turning the bombs into red bombs, and it would mean having to get healing as well, so that could be another fun custom run. Like, that is a fun thing about this game. There's so many builds you can do. You can do a slime build, you can do a bomb build, you can do a HP build, you could just do a raw damage build, or you could do a non-crit build, you could do a crit build. There's so many options you can do. There's like countless opportunities to do custom runs, or if you're not even doing custom runs, there's loads of different relics and orbs you can take to do different types of builds. It's like, I don't think I've had one run where it's turned out the exact same as any other runs I've done. It's like, I'm pretty sure there's still types of builds I'm not even aware of doing, and I've got quite a lot of time put into this game, so it's just really refreshing to see how many different builds I can potentially do. I mean, if you've got any ideas of builds, or even just let me know what your favourite types of builds are. I mean, I do like doing a bomb build, but obviously in high crucible it doesn't really work out very well, so you can't exactly force it. And I'm gonna remove ball lightning. It's not very good for me at the moment, and we filibuster. And yeah, I mean, so many types of builds, it's hard to name them all. And I was hoping to go to a question mark to get the elite, but I've got an extra refresh here, and there's my refresh situation sorted out. So I'm just going to try and speed through this floor as quickly as possible, taking on as many fights as I can. And I'm not going to take a special relic. I want to increase my max HP. So I'm hoping this fight can have a lot of enemies spawn in, because I really want to get up to like the 550, 600 HP mark, and I'm close to a 500 HP, so this is going to be close to see how much HP I can get. And these red bombs are going to be quite handy for me, and I could just fire the storbs down the pit, but I don't want to take any damage, and the filibuster coming in handy there. And these guys are all wiped out, so I should be fine. I'm gonna skip Jackal. No, I'm not gonna skip Jackal Blunt, and I'm just gonna use it to take out the guy on 37 HP. And I've got one more Restorb to fire, which isn't gonna be too bad. And I'm over 500 mark in HP, so that's a good milestone to hit. So obviously just gonna fire it into the refresh, and I should be fine here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can take on any elite or any fight now and not have to worry about it with my HP at the moment, because I'm pretty powerful now. So let's see what we can get from this. And there's another one I could do, is upgrade, like I said before, upgrading the pegs and board. And do I take on the elite? And yeah, I'm gonna. And ooh, cookie. So we've got some healing. Not like I need it, but all the extra healing is going to be fine. And this is going to be a easy enough elite. I mean, he's not going to be able to take me out before I'm able to take him out, right? Did I just jinx myself? But I feel like I should be fine. And my refreshes are in a bit of a bad situation, but I'm pretty confident I should be fine here. Yeah, so far it's been quite a enjoyable run. I mean, I could have done with getting some more restorbs, but like I said, I didn't want to cheese it and just make me have like 10 restorbs and upgrade my health that way. I just wanted to make it kind of like a realistic build you could get, and I'm pretty sure you could find all of these relics in the shop and in a run. And I mean, the cake is a bit of a questionable one, but you know, it's a fun run. It's not like it's going to be super realistic. I just done it for fun, which it's been a fun run. And Bold Orb, or shall I say Graveler, coming out there. But yeah, I got to admit, I'm pretty addicted to Peglin at the moment. I've been playing it for quite a long time, shall I say, and whenever I get a couple of hours spare, I'll record some videos and then do quirky and interesting builds. Well, try to, but it all depends on how the run goes. I mean, I'll do custom runs every now and then, but obviously I still want to get my Vandal and Bulletin up to Crucible 15 before I just go straight into only doing custom runs. But I think by the time I'm able to get them up to Crucible 15, the new patches are going to be out, and it's going to be the full release of the game, so that will give me more content and more enjoyable things to do in the game. And obviously they're going to add in the fourth floor, so I don't know if that's going to be like optional or if it's going to be mandatory. And they're obviously going to add in more Crucible levels, so I'm interested to see how the Crucibles change. Well, I feel Jack-o'-lantern should get the kill here, so it's not been too bad of an elite fight, and we'll see what we get. I'm not going to take anything, or I'm just going to heal up, and enemies starting with 3 exploitable, yeah, sure, it will make runs a bit quicker, so killing the enemies a lot faster is going to be helpful. And oh god, this is going to be one where I hit all the red bombs, ain't it? I'm just going to take out all my HP with all the red bombs, but there's a lot of enemies here, so more max HP for me. And obviously my restorbs are not at the start, which is annoying, but I can't exactly complain. I'm at 550 HP. Can I hit the 600 HP mark? I'm hoping so, but these red bombs are not doing me a hand. I'm going to slow it down and try and fire through the gap here. And that was a bit shocking. Don't kill him, don't hit any of the bombs, which it hasn't. So I'm able to fire off all of my restorbs, which is grateful. And it doesn't matter if this restorb kills, but I don't think it's going to. And yeah, Jack-o'-lantern should get a kill here. Well, this has been an interesting run. I wouldn't say it's been a broken run because I've not taken any like stupidly overpowered relics or orbs, so maybe I could do a custom run where I can see if I can beat the game like without firing any orbs or something. That could be a fun custom run to do, so like orbs which don't do any damage but I do chip damage, so like the special relic where you drain life from them. And obviously I'm just going to try use all of my restorbs here, and the fact they're starting with exploitable is handy. It means if I hit the crit I do extra damage, which is always handy. But my restorb is at the bottom. I feel like I should be fine, and yeah, hopefully I can get up to the 600 HP mark. And the fact I'm fighting the dragon at the end is going to be fine. I'll be able to apply poison and blind to him, and hopefully Dagorb can pierce through. And I was hoping to kill both of these enemies, but Boldorb coming in handy here, or shall I say Graveler, and hitting a crit, so should do extra damage. And I'm left with 2 enemies, and is Terrible going to be the one who gets all of the kills? I don't think so, but Jack-o'-lantern next. It's just been a really fun run, and obviously getting all the HP a little bit broken, but you could potentially get this run in a normal build, so it's not been too broken. I could think of some other broken custom runs I could do. So we should get the kill here, which we have done, and I'm just going to heal up because why not? Try get as much HP for a dragon. And we've got a question mark here, and do I duplicate all my orbs? It'd be fun. And no, I just done one because I was hoping to get a restore, but we duplicated the Terrible, and obviously just going to try and fire all my restorbs and get some max HP. So we're going to get over a 600 HP mark, so I wonder how much HP we're actually going to end on. I reckon it's definitely going to be over 600, which we've hit now. We're at 600 HP, so it's quite a decent amount of HP. And obviously just going to fire Jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to skip the Terrible, or do I need to skip the Terrible? No, I think I shouldn't need to skip the Terrible to get the last restore off. But Jack-o'-lantern doing decent amount of damage, and the fact that he's got exploitable as well and we've hit the crit. I mean, just look at Jack-o'-lantern go. It's one of my favourite orbs, and we're just going to skip the Terrible, why not? And yeah, we're going to end on 603 HP, so you know, quite decent HP. And I've just skipped to when I'm going to kill a dragon because it was quite a long-winded battle. But I want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.